me. Isang like naman dyan. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. That film you've watched is A Day in Brindavan. Pwede mo siyang i-search sa YouTube. Documentary regarding Brindavan. Nakapunta ka ba doon, KD, before? Sa Brindavan? Or Matura lang napuntahan mo? Matura, yeah. Just beside Brindavan. Sa Matura, pinanganak si Krishna. Nasa Brindavan siya. Nag-create ng mga pastimes. Wonderful. Thank you. At sobrang um, always happy to see you every morning. So again and again, we should always start our spiritual life, our material life, and everything that we do in the mood of humility, in the mood of request. So join me as we chant the invocation mantras. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Cha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So that mantra, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, these are called, this is called Pancha Tattva mantras. Pancha is 5. I'll show you a picture of them. See, Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya is the incarnation of Krishna. And the rest of the Panchatattvas are incarnations of Srimati Radharani, Mahavishnu, and others who went down to material plane to be the associates of Lord Chaitanya. Pag may pastime si Krishna, sa yung mga associates niya and even some of the demigods join. Pakita ko sa kayo yung picture niya. Yon. This is sa gitna, si Lord Chaitanya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, si Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combination of Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna. Then this is Nityananda, his brother, Balaram, and Sri Advaita. Gadadhara, si Srimati Radharani rin yun. And Srivas. So they went and they incarnated themselves here 500 years ago and spread the Krishna conscious, the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. And their purpose is to become a devotee. That's the reason and that's yung role nila this lifetime na pagbaba nila for them to become a devotee, to show people how to become a devotee of Krishna. So we pay our obeisances to them because they're part of the lineage. Even si Krishna, he went down, he descended himself, pero sumasama pa rin siya dun sa guru and disciple relationship. Nag-accept din sila ng guru within that to show us, to become the role model, to become the example. So, quick recap, ang inaral natin last time is connection with our relationship with others, animals. So, sobrang importante yon. Ano ba yung nangyayari ngayong pandemic? Sobrang obvious na reason. If hindi ganun yung diet ng mga tao, they wouldn't touch yung mga animals and even the cross-contamination ng mga virus and bacteria wouldn't come. This pandemic, halos lahat ng pandemic, hindi lang tong um, COVID-19, came from animals. Swine flu, halos lahat eh. So if people are not eating animals, it won't be a problem now. So it's a collective karma. So now we would um, always, kahit na ganun yung nangyayari, and we should put it in our hearts and mind na hindi porket we have a different diet or we understand more, na lalamang na tayo sa ibang tao, or we would hurt their feelings. We have the right to hurt their feelings. Kasi ganun sila. The best way to um, make them change their hearts is through talking to them heart to heart, not in a painful conversation or using painful words, judgments, and all. I don't know, lahat tayo halos dumaan doon. Ewan ko may since birth vegetarian dito, pero we were sometime in our lives na ganun yung diet natin or ganun tayo yung lifestyle. So it was just the mercy of the spiritual teacher because he gave the light from our darkness. So ayun yung Magyana Timiranda siya. Yan. Yan. So we will go now sa ating relationship with others, the missing link, nature. Sobrang lagi pinag-uusapan to, but we don't really understand what is nature. Sabi nila pag nature daw, peace daw, masyadong peaceful, it will heal you. Yung nature daw, ayun daw yung natural, kaya nature. Natural na conditioning ng earth, ng living entity. Nature din daw si God. Diba? They worship nature. Maraming culture na they worship they are like impersonalist. Walang image si God, walang name. They worship nature. Yung mga ninuno natin madalas ganun din. They worship nature because they're living in the forest. They're worshiping nature kasi may binibigay sa kanila, pinaprovide sa kanila. Or they're worshiping nature para umulan. So, sino ba itong nature na to? Saan ba to galing? Pero if mapapansin nyo, ang sarap nakaka-heal sa katawan, sa mind, kapag nasa nature tayo. Sino ba rito yung mahilig sa mag-nature trip? Sa taas ng kamay if you like mountaineering, yung iba nag-free diving, yung iba even just simple tree or maglagay sila ng mga halaman sa bahay. It gave us different different effect. Yan, naka-raise ng hands. Mga plantito. So, sobrang kakaiba pag medyo mas close tayo sa nature than the concrete jungle. Alam niyo kung bakit? Because those trees, those mountains, those plants, so siyempre yung mga animals in it, they're all alive. Kaya masaya tayo kasi we're being connected to them. Sa mga tao, ganun din. If we're connected to people, we will feel that. Hindi ko lang alam kung makaka-connect ka sa semento, sa pader. Diba? Kahit maganda pa yung ano niyan, or kahit yung upuan mo pa, Herman Miller pa yung upuan mo, hindi ko lang kung makaka-connect ka. Same as you're connecting sa nature. So the question is, sino ba tong nature na to? For us to understand this, we should go beyond our material intelligence and cultivate the spiritual intelligence. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bumirra po nalo vayu. Vayu is air. Kam mano budhir bacha. Ahankara itiyamme bina prakritir ashtadaha. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and even the false ego. Altogether, these eight constitute my separated material energies. So si Krishna, may energy siya in different forms, just like we chant Hare, Hara, or Srimati Radharani. So, yung mga to is energies niya. This, yung eight constitute. And in the scriptures, it will be divided pa sa madami. Pero these are the main. Yung earth, fire, water, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and even the false ego. The ankara, thinking that we're the body. That thought is his energy as well. So si Krishna to, if we're worshiping nature, si Krishna, if we're getting close to nature, indirectly, we're getting close to Krishna. To Krishna. Indirectly. Pero, hindi ibig sabihin, if we're in nature, um, spiritual na, peaceful na. Marami nagkasabi, I want to go to the nature kasi peaceful doon. Tahimik, calm. If nasa resort ka siguro or nasa golf course ka, well-trimmed yung mga damo, diba? Wala masyadong wild animals. Pero pag nandito ka sa forest, makikita mo, wild din yung nature. Sabi nga, walang natural death sa nature. Pag nakita mo yung insect na naghihina siya, kinakain na siya ng ibang animals or ibang insect din. Lahat sila may prey. Lahat sila takot din. Nagkitingin sila baka may ibang kakain sa kanila. Tapos protektahan din nila yung mga nest nila kasi may pwedeng kumain doon sa mga baby na birds na nandun. May chances na may makikita kang snake or kung meron pang mga beasts. Nature yun eh. Diba? May envy. Nandun din yung apat. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. They're defending territories. That's nature. That's the real nature. Even naman sa golf course, pag titignan mo yung mga ants na maliliit doon, they're still doing the same. Kahit pumunta ka sa BGC, yung maliliit na mga damo doon, sa mga garden doon, ganun din sila. Even the plants, they're fighting underground with sa mga nutrients. Nag-aagawan sila doon sa mga nutrients. May mga creepers, di ba? Pinapatay rin nila yung ibang trees. Kinukuha nila yung nutrients. Pag magkakampi sila, kaya madalas mas maganda daw itanim yung magkakamag-anak na plants kasi yung strength ng foundation nila mas strong kasi nagdidikit-dikit yung mga ugat nila sa ilalim. If not, minsan nag-aagawan sa nagkisaraan sila. That's nature. Survival of the fittest. Oh, ang ganda ng mga sounds ng mga bird. Nag-hum sila. Parang, the question, sa tingin mo, kumakanta lang sila tapos piniplease ka nila, no? Minsan naghahanap lang sila ng pagkain. Sino ba yung pagkain dyan? Anong pagkain dyan? Or just village talk lang sila. Nagchichismisan lang sila. Hindi natin kasi marinig kung anong ibig sabihin ng birds na yun. Or nagugutom, nag-suffer din sila, humingi sila ng tulong. That's their language. Para sa atin, oh, ganda lang masasabi ng mga birds. Sobrang linaw, sobrang natural. So that's nature. Non-different siya sa city. They're busy, they're working hard. Nakita mo yung mga ants, they're working hard. Bubuhat sila ng mas malaki sa kanila. Dadalhin nila dun sa camp nila. Tapos pag may threat, yung bees, magwawala sila. They will sacrifice their life pag may mga threat dun sa mga community nila. Same. Same sa city, same sa Manila. They're working hard, di ba? Some will be trapped, di ba? Yung may matatrap sa cobweb. Hindi na sila makakatakas, pero ang purpose lang nila, makakuha ng food para sa family nila. That's nature. That's nature. So, saan mo makuha talaga yung real peace? Saan mo makuha talaga yung real happiness? Nature, yes, kasi mas conducive sa atin with all the oxygen. Diba? Hindi tayo familiar dun sa ingay eh. Sa ingay ng busina. Pero yung ingay ng forest, iba-iba rin yun. So yung temperature, diba? Nandiyan yung mga insects, nandiyan yung mga mosquitoes. So different. Different flavor ng poison, sabi nila. Pero if you're gonna see it with equal vision, you can see Krishna in every living entity. Either anong species man yan. And yung energies na yon, not just the nature, meron din tayong mga hindi nakikita na energy. Just like the energy of electricity or energy nung signal ng mga cellphone. That's energy. Hindi natin nakikita yan. Hindi kaya ng eyes natin. So may bad energy rin and may good energy. Ano yung mga yon? Saan galing? Krishna says in the 7th chapter, the whole world is enchanted by three modes of material nature. May tatlo daw. Those who are bewildered by these three modes cannot understand the transcendental. The transcendental to this material nature is the Supreme Lord Krishna. So these three modes of material nature, the energies, is being controlled by Krishna pa rin. Energy niya yun eh. Di ba? Meron tayong tatlong doer. Us, the soul, who can decide, and Krishna will hear it. He will give sanction sa material energy niya. Then, the material energy will fulfill kung ano yung mangyayari. So, this is just a representation of the energy. Hindi talaga sila tatlong babae na nagpapuppet. Pero that's what's happening. So, yung tatlong to is the goodness, passion, and ignorance. Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamaguna. The mode of goodness, the mode of passion, the mode of ignorance. So, we could observe ourselves. Minsan, our habits, our conversations, our thinking, minsan nasa tatlong to. Naglalaro. Minsan sobrang passionate, minsan mode of ignorance lang tayo tuwing gabi. Or minsan sobrang goodness, sarap mag-chat, ang bait mong tao. It will depend sa lifestyle din natin, sa ginagawa natin. Lahat ng tatlong to is galing kay Krishna. So for us to understand these modes, lahat ng bagay sa paligid natin is under this modes. The food that we eat, may food na mode of goodness, may food na mode of passion, may food na mode of ignorance. Yung mga mode of ignorance, yung mga intoxicating, you know. Of course, yung mga untouchables, may mga mode of goodness din. Ganun din yung mga thinking ng isang tao, yung understanding niya. May different modes din. Yung activities, may hours a day na different din sa modes of nature. Ito umaga, mode of goodness palagi. Ang sarap mag-chat, ang sarap mag-meditate. You could understand yung Bhagavad Gita palagi. In the afternoon, hapon, mas masarap gumawa ng mga passionate work. You could do your arts really well. The focus is there. Sa gabi, medyo mas lethargic, lazy na tayo. Kaya mas maraming crime sa gabi. Iba yung takbo ng utak ng tao. Kasi they are under material nature. Ano yung gusto ng gawin ng isang bhakti yogi? Mag-transcend dito. Hindi maging under ng material nature. That's the practice of a yogi. Hindi siya nadadala ng material nature. Kasi nakarekta siya kay Krishna. Umaga, hapon, gabi. Transcendental siya. Bhakti yogi siya. Kaya sabi dito, the others The whole world, even the animals, are enchanted by these three modes. Pero yung um, hindi bewildered dito, sabi, in opposite, kasi those who are bewildered by these three modes cannot understand. Pero pag hindi ka bewildered dito, sa nangyayari na to, you could understand and you could control, then you're beyond that, transcendental. That's the practice of yoga, to control the senses, the mind, the intelligence. Sinabi natin, di ba kanina is, sabi ni Krishna, the mind, intelligence, and ego, false ego, is under his energy then. If we are in control of that, we are going beyond this. Even yung desire natin, yung senses natin nagwawala, especially kapag in that time or in situation, but we can check them, our senses, our ego, or the mind. We're beyond these three modes. Papag-usapan pa natin to na matindi. Sa latter part ng Bhagavad Gita, we would understand how to apply, how to observe. And yung nature nandito sa paligid na to, yung nangyayari sa paligid natin, is his energy, kasama yung nature. Makikita mo yung tatlong klaseng yun. And sabi ni Krishna, this divine energy of mine, still divine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who are surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Para lang siyang river. Madala ka palagi ng agos ng river. Hindi ka makakatawid basta-basta. Ganun din yung energy ni Krishna. Dadaling ka talaga niya. Sometimes you'll be in the mode of goodness. Mag-iiba yung energy. Mag-iba nga lang yung panahon. Magiging winter lang sa Amerika. Depressed yung mga tao. So, nadala lang sila ng energy. Diba? Nasa mode of ignorance na kagad. So, andun yung lower self. Palaging gusto natin sa higher self. We want to be always in the in goodness and go beyond nung three modes na yon. Hindi porket nasa goodness na spiritual na. Maraming sa mode of goodness or helping, building churches, building hospitals. Nasa mode of goodness sila. Pero hindi pa na siya spiritual. Material pa rin yun. We want to go beyond. But easier kapag nasa mode of goodness ka na, mabilis ka lang, mas madali tumawid to go transcendental to that. So, kakaiba tong nature na to. It's not easy kasi nadala tayo palagi. If you could observe, kamusta yung mga mood natin ng mga nakarang araw? Makapanood tayo ng balita, makapanood tayo ng mga bad news. Diba? Ma-disappoint tayo sa mga leaders. And the mode of nature will take over. We'll be mad, or we will be frustrated, we'll be in anxiety sa mga nangyayari. These are the modes of nature. Dadalhin tayo sa agos kung saan-saan. Kung saan niya gusto. Just like a puppet on the string. Show natin. Just like the puppet on the strings. Madali ka lang maggalaw-galaw. And that's how people move sa paligid. You will see them just being tossed here and there, depending on the mood and the modes. Si goodness ba yung nagdadala sa'yo? Si passion and ignorance. Minsan umaga sa mode of goodness ka, tanghali, ignorance na kagad hanggang gabi. Our goal is palagi na sa goodness. Satvik. It will depend sa lifestyle. It will depend din sa mga information na pinapasok natin dito. Garbage in, garbage out. Very simple formula. So, kung may diet tayo sa food, kailangan may diet din yung mind natin. Kung anong nilalagay mo dyan. Hindi porket information is good information. Ngayong time ng internet, it's always information overload. Ang dami mo pwede malaman, pero hindi lahat siya mag-make sense. So we should have a spiritual diet sa ating mind. Of course, sa food na kinakain din natin, it will greatly affect our consciousness. Better if you could have prasadam or spiritualized food. which are offered to Krishna. Kasi it will be karma free. At the same time, it will make us much more Krishna conscious. Pati yung mga association natin. If we're associating with people who are in the mode of ignorance, who are into addiction, or into activities that destroys or abuse yung animals, yung nature, or others, or even yung mga sobrang passionate lang without spirituality, madala tayo nun. That's energy. That's energy of Krishna. Mabilis tayo madala. So we have to see kung ano yung sa paligid natin. We have to have a lifestyle na sa mode of goodness. From food, from oras even ng gising natin, yung mga activities natin sa araw, what information are you putting in your mind, in your hearts, sino sa paligid mo, lahat yun would constitute kung ano yung magiging lifestyle. So, we're aiming na mas malaking percentage natin ng mode of goodness for us to be easily mas makapag-practice ng Krishna consciousness. In that way, Krishna consciousness is beyond actually ng this mode of material nature. Sabi ni Krishna, it's sobrang hirap na ma-overcome yung nature na to. Kasi siya rin yun. Or, you can sometimes call it Maya. Ayun yung name ng energy niya. Maya or illusion. He will give us, babae si Maya, she will give us the illusion na we are the body. She will give us the illusion na yung nararamdaman mo ikaw yon, or the goal is the money. So, illusion siya. Means, tinatanggal niya yung original purpose ng buhay na to. Kino-cover niya. That's her role. It doesn't mean na he's the demon, no? That's her role. Kasi we desired this before. Kaya nandito tayo sa sitwasyon na to. So that's it, Maya. For us to be able to overcome Maya, we have to be connected kay Krishna. Those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. The perfect analogy of this is the material world or the material life is just like an ocean. Ocean of existence, material existence. Paano mo i-cross yung ocean na yun, di ba? Hindi mo malalangoy yun kahit minsan nga pag may barko, you're not sure. Pero if one is connected to Krishna, one surrendered to Krishna, is becoming Krishna conscious, yung malaking ocean na yon mag-shrink para lang siyang water sa hoof print ng isang cow. Yung paa ng cow pag tumapak sa soil, tapos nagka-water pag umulan, magiging ganun na lang kaliit. Ang dali na siya i-cross. Kasi naiintindihan natin. We know how to deal with the lifestyle. We know who to connect to. We have teachers, we have association, and we have Krishna. Ano yung result when one cross the material nature? Nag-abode of Krishna. Yung unity natin, we will be united with Krishna. So that's material nature. Bukod sa planet Earth, which is Mother Bhumi, that's her name. She's a demigod. And her personification is a cow. Kaya holy cow. Kaya sa practice ng Krishna consciousness sa Vedas, sobrang importante sa kanila yung cow. Because he's the personality of Mother Bhumi, Earth. And also, sa evolution ng mga incarnation ng tao from animals, from insects, hanggang maging fish sila, hanggang maging reptiles, hanggang maging animals, hindi nag-evolve sila, hindi nagbabago yung bodies na yon. Yung tao, yung soul, yung mag-travel, packet na packet, hanggang maging tao. And bago maging tao, nasa cow na body sila. Then after nung body nila ng cow, pagkatapos yung time nila doon for their karmas, magiging tao sila. So their next na magiging humans. You can see their mood, and the cows are in the mode of goodness. So Mother Bhumi, the earth, is nature. He's alive. He's breathing. She's breathing pala. So cow yung representation niya. At the same time, yung mga collective karma, because of destroying nature, is there. Because it's part of the energy. Even the pandemic is a collective karma from destroying or abusing the animals and also the nature. So this is, um, you can say, the laws of nature. It is equal, very equal. So ano application natin? Sobrang kailangan natin maging aware. Look into your cupboards, sa cabinets, and all. At least make a way na mas friendly yung kinukonsume natin sa nature. Diba? Look into your ref. Importante yon kasi that's what you are surrounding yourself at, or ano yung tinatake or kinukonsume mo. Should be much, kailangan mas kain tayo sa animals and sa nature. Tingnan mo rin yung mga nasa paligid mo, ano yung binibigay ng energies ng mga tao sa paligid mo sa'yo. Siyempre, hindi mo makita, positive, positive, tapos negative, tapos zero. Walang visual na ganun. You cannot also speculate at yung nararamdaman ko, feeling ko ganito. No? It's all in the Vedas, it's all in the scriptures. Ito yung mode of goodness na yan. Ito yung lifestyle niya. He is abusive or he's depressive. Tapos ito yung nabibigay niya sa'yo, hindi mo naman siya pwede tulungan. Tapos ito yung pinaligid mo sa'yo. Same. And it's all in the scripture, how to view, how to have that equal vision. So we should always read and we should always chant. Chanting will bring us beyond this material nature. So it will be easier for us na mas mabuhay na sa mode of goodness or sattvic. So search niyo, may mga sattvic food, sattvic lifestyle. And the best is if we, syempre, pagbaligtad talaga yung tulog mo because of work, we cannot really adjust easily. Pero try to wake up really early in the morning. Yan, may mga sumasama sa atin sa chanting every morning. Pero at least try. Nakasanayan natin, even when I was younger, baliktad talaga tulog ko. Sa creative world, madalas ganon. Pero try. If magawa mo maunahan yung araw sa pagising mo, may big win ka na kagad sa buong araw. And that hours in the morning, they call it Brahma Muhurta, before the sunrise, that's the most spiritual time of the day. You can chant, you can study the Vedas, even do your yoga. May effect nun. The buong araw will be different. So these are our application. We see what we consume. We check our lifestyle. We see who we associate with. And try to go beyond it by chanting our Maha mantras. So bring out your japa malas. We will chant 2 rounds today. Sabi nga nila, yes, global warming is there. The pain na nararamdaman ng earth and nature. But the best way para makapag-contribute is to change the lifestyle. We're the end consumer. We see how they consume. Ano yung kinocontribute na yun? The greatest contribution is diet. And when we have this diet, na hindi basta-basta mag-create ng big impact big impact negatively sa earth, it will help a lot. At the same time, if one become Krishna conscious, yung diet byproduct na lang yun. The rest of the lifestyle will be in the mode of goodness or even pure goodness. So the greatest revolution is the spiritual revolution. So, patingin ng mga beats nyo, if you're there, if you're ready. Yeah. Pwede nyo akong sabayan. Yeah, thank you. Pwede nyo ako sabayan or pwede nyo hinaan if I chant na medyo mabilis. As long as the goal is we are hearing clearly, we are attentive in hearing, we are pronouncing it na malinaw. Yan, clear result. So that's the goal. The mind should be focused. The the pacing, mabilis or mabagal, it will depend sa atin. So inhale, find your comfortable position. This is not the time to plan the day. This is not the time to remember a lot of things na nakalimutan mo. If these thoughts came to your mind, just let it pass. No, okay lang yun. Nalagpas lang yan. Because the purpose is to focus on hearing Krishna's name. We will connect to Krishna. It will be easier for us to connect to nature and his energies. And we will be in the mood na humility, na Krishna, please give me intelligence and strength so I could easily cross material nature, especially Maya, so I could really focus on serving and loving you. Inhale. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bring back your mind, focus attentively in hearing. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैताग्रधारा शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे हरे. Bring back your mind, chant clearly, and focus on hearing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Let go of the mind, chant clearly, hear attentively, and chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta. If you're finished, please type 216. If not yet, please finish your rounds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. And if you're finished as well, you can open your camera. Mm. Yeah, sige. Almost finished na. Unti na lang inantay natin. Yes. Almost finished na lahat. Sige. Before tayo mag-picture, gusto ko lang mag-update. Maghingi ng update. How many rounds are you chanting every day? Your minimum, minimum. Kumbaga, hindi bumababa doon. It is mentioned that we could chant 24 hours a day. So our mind, habang nag-chant tayo with beats na kailangan binabanggit and through singing. Pero we should have minimum rounds. Kaya tayo merong counter beats. This to count kung ilang rounds yung binibilang natin. Then after, nakita nyo ba? So pag nakaisa ka, bababa mo na. So you would measure. So ilang rounds yung change. minimum. So, pag 2 to 3, so that's minimum niya is 2. Rizal is 4. Minimum 3, minimum 1. So, kanya-kanyang pacing yon. Minsan yung iba, they would start, mas madalas, they would start sa 1. Basta ano yung commitment na kaya mong panindigan. Masaya ka, malungkot ka, you would have that minimum round. Ngayon kasi, ano, ayaw ng mga tao sa commitment. Gusto nila walang label. Kaya natin commitment. Yan. Sige, patingin ng iba. Tingnan natin kung meron pa silang. Yan. So, we have 1, we have 4, may 2, meron din 4 rounds. Meron pa ba? Meron 3, may 1 to 2. Yan. Si, si Mervin to 1-6. To 1-6 yung chant niya. Tapos na siya sa 2 rounds. Sino dito yung, yan, si Janice. Si Chantal, ilang rounds ka per day? Yan. You can always have the playlist as music. Dapat yan. At least 2. Yes, yes. Thank you for that. So ako rin, I started like that. Pero gradually, we will increase that. Mas gugustuhin natin. Mas di mo na malilive yung day mo na hindi ka nakapag-chant. And if you miss that chanting per day, o kaya pag late ka magka-chant sa araw, mararamdaman mo parang iba. Kakaiba yung pakiramdam. Kakaiba rin mag-isip. Kakaiba na yung mood. Yung energy, mas mabilis tayo makuha. So, chanting will make Maya away from a distance. So we could be easily in a clear, sober mood. So picture muna tayo. Maraming salamat. Noted to. Kaya ako tinanong kasi lagi ko kayong kukulitin. I-remind ko kayo sa chanting. I will be your chanting alarm. That's my duty. Picture tayo, everyone. Let's see. Yan. Hello, Ali. Sila Rizal. Sige, count of 3. And 1, 2, one more, 1, 2, 3. Saka 1, 2, 3. Maraming salamat, my dear Prabhus and dear Matajis. I'm always humbled and honored to have your association every morning. We are on the 19th day na. Bilis, di ba? 19th session na natin. Hello kay Kaiser, Riza, Hare Krishna, Chantal, Hare Krishna, Charles, Hare Krishna, KD, Hare Krishna, Janine, Raul, Mervin, si Ben, Hare Krishna, friends, sa yung alaga mong others dyan, the animal. Pau, Janice, Rizel, Ali, Jonah, Dasri, Hare Krishna, Dinero, Pascual, Raul. Please be safe. Double ingat palagi. Finish your rounds. If kulang pa yung 2 rounds na yon, you can chant more. That's actually minimum kasi you can chant more and more, unlimited. Pero minimum, di pwede bumaba. And read the books. I will send later yung link sa ating film review. Napakagandang favorite ko to. And na-upload ko na rin sa YouTube yung podcast last Sunday. You can search Village Talk Podcast. So, puro tawanan lang doon. Saka kwentuhan. You could watch that. And maraming salamat. Marami akong mga kachat sa inyo. Yung iba hindi ko pa nare-replyan. Minsan, sorry kung nalilito ako mag-reply. Habol ako doon. And please, you can share Krishna consciousness. Firstly, by our actions. Because last time I checked, actions still speaks louder than words. Hare Krishna, everyone. If you have questions, please do so. If not, go fight and be away from Maya by chanting. Hare Krishna. Kaya-kaya niyo yan. Sama-sama tayo. True, so peaceful. I lessen my meditation time and replace with mantra chanting time. Yes. Sabi ni Riza. Mas masarap mag-chant ang name ni Krishna than mag-meditate sa wala. Kasi wala nga eh. You'll feel empty. And that's the result of meditating on nothingness. Kasi nawawala rin yung feeling, yung emotion. So we will feel empty. When we are chanting Hare Krishna, the Maha Mantra, automatic nawawala na rin yung mga unwanted baggages na yon. Pero the love is growing there. So that's the difference. So makes sense if we have gonna take a look at it in philosophical way. Meditating on emptiness, the result empty, you will feel empty. Basically, yun yung sinabi rin ng first and second batch. For years, they're meditating on nothingness, light, no? They will feel empty. And the result, yung mga nag-meditate na ganun, if they perfected that nirvana, they'll go to the light. Imagine mo na lang ngayon, nasa ilaw ka lang, nakalutang ka lang. Walang emotion, wala kang kamag-anak doon, walang kapatid, walang loved one, walang relationship. Nandun ka lang for years or thousands of years, depende kung gaano ka yung karma mo, ilang years ka doon. So, ang tagal niya. Versus, you're with Krishna. With that loving relationship kay Krishna. Diba? And appreciating that sweetness. So, marami nagsabi sa akin, favorite nila yung chapter 10 or lesson yesterday. Ako rin favorite ko yun. Favorite lang lahat yon. Then, we will appreciate much more of His greatness. Then, after that, we will appreciate lalo yung kindness niya. Parang um, on and off. Si Krishna have this relationship kay Srimati Radharani sa Brindavan and madalas siya nawawala. May time na nawala siya noong 100 years kasi kailangan niya pumunta rito sa Mathura and sa Dwarka para sa Bhagavad Gita na to sa war. So hindi niya kasama yung loved ones niya doon. They have this love and separation or they call it Vipralamba. This is the most intimate love habang hindi mo kasama isang tao. Sabi na love, separation makes the love grow fonder. So, mas nag-grow yung love, mas nag-intensify. Then, pag nag-unite na uli sila, grabe na yung love. Tapos maghihiwalay ulit. So, that's love. Vipralamba. So, our chanting is a longing kay Krishna na hindi natin siya kasama. Although si Krishna yung words himself, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra himself, pero the longing kay Krishna na hindi natin siya kasama for the longest time nandito sa material world. So, that love will grow much more. And it's very sweet. Kakaiba yung meditation na yun. Compared sa chanting sa wala lang. Or mag-meditate ka sa crack ng pader or sa red na dot. It's very impersonal versus chanting with the love kay Krishna. He's the sweetest. Habang nagtutuloy tayo sa practice, we will see yung mga arrangement ni Krishna. Di ba mayroong picture na may puppet on the string, tayo yon and the material energy. Now, when we're practicing Krishna consciousness, wala na sila. Si Krishna na mismo yung nag-a-arrange ng lahat. Kasi nakarekta ka sa kanila. Parang si Krishna Arbor na to, akin na to, devotee ko to. Naglalaro na. Maraming devotees na they would go to different palm reading mga experts. Those palm readers, hindi sila yung mga nag-aral lang sa internet, palm readers na sila. Or mga nagtitingin ng astrology. Meron din silang line, disciplic succession. May mga teachers din sila. Mostly naganggaling sila kay Brihaspati, Brigumuni. Ayun yung mga line nila. Sa India, maraming ganon. Yung mga legit talaga. Pagpunta mo doon, inaantay ka nila. Or late ka. Kasi alam nila eh. Nasa astrology yung parating ka, inaabangan ka nila. Then you don't have to say anything. Alam nila yung babasahin sa'yo. And ikaw na ikaw talaga. Nakasulat sa leaves yon, sa mga palm leaves for thousands of years. Although marami doon na wala na burnt na ng mga sumakop. Ngayon marami pa rin palm readers. Pero if they will know if one is a devotee of Krishna, directly devotee of Krishna, they will say, I could read your karma, pero magbabago yan kasi the process you're doing, you're changing your karma already. You're removing kung saan nakalagay yung mga feature natin, yung fortune, yung mangyayari in the future, andun sa unwanted baggages yun eh. naka-imprint dun. Yung mga ginawa natin last lives, naka-imprint dun sa unwanted baggages na yun. Ano mangyayari in the future. So we're removing that para matigil yung cycle of birth and death. Yung good and bad karma nawawala. We're just putting Krishna. So the palm readers will see, okay, you're practicing, you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're a devotee of Krishna. I could I could see kung ano meron ngayon, pero habang tinutuloy-tuloy mo yung Krishna consciousness, magbabago at magbabago palagi yon. That's the process. Si Krishna kasi yung um, supreme controller. Siya na yung may hawak ng buhay mo. And now, with that practicing of equal vision, we're not just seeing everyone na nandun yung mga soul. We were seeing Krishna arranging things for us. We may be in a difficult situation now, pero pag dumating tayo sa sitwasyon, oh nga, no, ba't kaya napunta ako dito sa class na to? Diba? Kaya ako na dinaanan to, mapupunta pala ako sa class para mas mapunta ka malapit kay Krishna. Or bakit parang sunod-sunod series of bad events, may bigla may pupuntahan kang kakaiba. It's an arrangement of Krishna already. Mas nakikita mo na yung kamay niya naglalaro, arranging everything. If you read Krishna book, he's very naughty kid. Nangungulit siya palagi. Kinukuha niya yung mga butter sa kapitbahay niya, pinapakain niya sa mga monkeys and all. Ang daming arrangement doon. All his sweetness. All his sweetness. So si Krishna minsan parang naglalaro sa life natin. Pero for one reason, para mas malapit tayo sa kanya, mas maging closer, mas grabe in love, mag-ponder in love. So we meditate on that. As we know Krishna more and his sweetness, yung chanting natin is the same. We're chanting pa rin, same mantra, Maha Mantra, pero mas magiging deeper relationship. If you're gonna chant, kung may 5 weeks ka na, ilang weeks na ba tayo? 3 weeks? Nabibuild na yung friendship mo dito kay Krishna through chanting. Imagine if you're chanting years na, or 10 years na, grabe na yung feeling na yun. Na lahat ng heartbreak mo, lahat ng success, lahat ng failures, kasama mo si Krishna. Sarap ng pakiramdam. So, originally, si Krishna yung best friend natin. Hindi lang best friend, the ultimate, intimate lover. So, maraming salamat. Please, 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 read some books, finish your rounds, and be Krishna conscious. I want to hear some of your realizations. So, chat-chat tayo, ha? Minsan pag nagda-drive ako or naglalakad ako sa malabas, nag-voice message lang ako. Pero mag-reply ako sa inyo, promise. Hare Krishna. Goodbye, everyone. High five.